let's go ahead and get this recording on the road. Literally, right? We're on the road. This is Delta Tango Mike with the Thriving Artist Art Life Short. You see how easy it gets the more you do it? Thriving Artist Art Life Short. I don't trip out so much about it on saying all those words at one time. Today I want to talk about social media posts and the stuff that we share. In any case, I am the Delta Tango Mike, and today is February 13th of Start Now 2020. Whatever it is that you want to do with your life, whatever it is that you want to see happening in your creative career, you need to start with it right now, one little step at a time. So my message for today is stop sharing clickbait posts. And I have a cooler way of saying that. Create your own shareable content. So what happens a lot is that we see something online, we see some article being referenced or posted and shared by somebody. We agree or disagree with that article or post, and then we'll reshare it and say something about it when we post it. But at the end of the day, you have this link to this clickbait website. It may be a website we're all used to, it may be a website that has actual news, but usually those articles that are shared have 20% actual content and 80% ads and a bunch of other stuff on there, a bunch of links to other stuff that has more ads. Some of the links that I see being shared, you click on and there's a part of an article or a picture on one page, and you have to click to the next page and the next page and the next page to keep seeing more parts of the article. At the end of the day, you clicked on 10 pages and you've added revenue to that website through the ads that they share and that you've seen on each page, but very little true information. And that's just the way of the nature of the online business now, online journalism, bloggers, etc. So my advice to you is start sharing your own content by creating shareable content. So there's a big example of this video series. So there's two videos. And the first video is by a lady who quit the animation industry, and she was working at Disney. And she made some points about it, about her opinion and so on a video. That video was picked up by others, and it featured in a website, and the website broke down into a few points what she was saying in the video. Well, someone else had a different opinion and expanded on what she said by creating another video. And so he shared his video. Well, the website picked that up and also made that video an article. And so what happened here is that, of course, this lady, she is an actual animator, and it's not a clickbait video. And she did not make that video just to run advertisement. She didn't do that, which is great. She has her opinion and she shared that content. That content got picked up, and now there's a spotlight on her. That's what you want. The other person, he had a difference in opinion or wanted to expand on what she said, and he made his own video. And so that is what we want to see. We want to see your own experience and your own take on something that's being said on the internet, and not just you sharing a link that without much context or value added, and then and it's really just another website with a bunch of ads on it. We need to stop sharing the ads. We need to stop sharing these links to websites where it's all a bunch of ads, and get to the point where, you know, you have something to say it from the heart, say it from within, make your opinion known, and create that shareable content. So how do we create shareable content? If you don't like video, well, video's one, right? So we just turn on the camera, start talking. I have an opinion, I have content that I want to share. I just turn on the camera and get to work. Of course, there's different levels of video production, and one of them is the one I'm doing right now. I just got a GoPro camera sitting right here on top of my car. I'm driving and talking, I'm paying attention to the road, but I know what I got to say, and it comes from the heart, it comes from something that I know. There are other levels of video where I actually sit in a studio and I set up the set, set up the background, and get to talking. You'll see that series with my brother-in-law, Lord Yada. You'll see that series with another friend of mine. His name is Miles Davis, and we talk about the business of art. I've done tons of interviews on a set. if you're not into video and you're not that kind of person that likes to talk, who's outgoing and extrovert like I am, write it out. Write a few paragraphs. I know an amazing CEO of a CIFA, with Ginger. She is great at talking and explaining. She likes to talk, but a lot of times when she's sharing something that she wants people to know and take a moment to think about, she'll type it out. And she uses the Facebook as an opportunity to put a long post and describe what she feels and what she wants people to know. That's another way of expressing yourself, creating shareable content, and you don't have to be the person in front of the camera. You can just type out sentences. A lot of times that's actually a great way to share content, because we actually sit down, write it out, spill it out on the page, and then read it back and be like, that sentence sounds weird, and then you can fix things around, right? What I would like for you to do, if you're into the writing, have a blog on your website. Create a blog or go to medium.com. Blogger still works. It's a Google property, so it's not going to go anywhere anytime soon. And type out your thoughts. Put in a picture or two to illustrate a point. Boom, done. Now you have an actual blog post that you can share online and say, hey, here's what I think about the animation industry, or my experience meeting people, or my experience networking, or how I got my first big client, whatever it is that your opinion is about that you want people to know, that you feel strongly about. But us taking our time to create our own shareable content, the news that we see and the feed that we see, it actually builds a stronger community, because now what we're reading has to do with real people that we actually know and we can talk to and check on the sources and check on the opinion and check on what's being said. What these clickbait websites and these news agencies are all about is about advertising and selling content. They want to sell the content, so they have all this advertising on it. The link may be free, but the content that's on there and some of the advertising that is on there, they're earning from it. And so they don't have to. There are standards and there are things that they're supposed to do, but they don't have to. They really don't have to. They don't have to. The title of the article doesn't really have to match what's being said. The title of the article could actually be misleading. It can cause a little extra drama and paranoia in people. And we have to take ownership of the content that we share. We have to take ownership of the community that we're building. We have to take ownership of the information that we share with each other and where that leads to. Just because you saw it written somewhere, just because you had a thought about it, doesn't mean that it has to be told to somebody. It could be, you think about those things that you're sharing. Think about how does it impact the community. Is it positive? Great. Write about it. Make a video about it. Is it there to hurt people? Is it misleading? Why are we sharing those things? Do not share things that are misleading or that hurt people just because, hey, this is hurting people. Well, now you just shared it and you're cluttering the feed. You're cluttering the social connections that we all have with each other. Take care of your content. Create your own content. Share your own content. If you don't like being in front of the camera and you don't want to be writing a whole lot, record it. There are lots of apps that you can just start recording your voice and then sharing that as a podcast. There's several websites that allow you to upload small content. There's apps. There's an app on the phone. I forget what that is. If I find it, I will put it in the links, where you use the app to create that podcast. And it can be a minute. It can be 5 minutes. It doesn't have to be long. The point is that we have many different types of media content creation devices and apps that we can get our own voice out there, and your voice is what counts. All right, create your own shareable content. That's today's message. I am Delta Tango Mike. Find me on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and if you're interested in learning more about digital drawing, I have a free online YouTube channel. Of course, it's online because it's on YouTube. It is Vector Maestros, and for more of these videos, check out Art is King on YouTube. I'll talk to you later. Peace.